Well, so far we've talked about tools that cut and hammer and chop and drill, and now let's just talk about some tools that just don't fit any category but still really come in handy day to day and really would come in handy in a grid down situation. This is an old pipe bender. This one happens to be a 1/2 inch pipe bender. Oh, God knows how old it is. Still works good though. Um, I find myself getting more into using conduit for my construction. And in the back of my head, I keep thinking I want to try some experiments with some conduit in the place of wood. Now look at it. Piece of 1/2 inch conduit, a stick, 10 feet long, and around here it's less than $3. Now that's versus a 2x4x8, which is about the same price. About the same price. If you have a bender and you have a drill, there's all kind of things you can do with conduit, and it's very, very strong. Chain hoists. Got a couple of them. If you go way back in my videos, you'll see where I lifted a 3,000-pound sailboat up into one of our oak trees so that we could work on the keel using 2 chain hoists. Those Harbor Freight Special ramps for loading a riding lawnmower into the back of a pickup truck, and they're okay for that. But I've also found that they're pretty good for getting you out of mud if that pickup truck tends to get a little deep down by the water. Wheelbarrow, or wheel bar, if you call it that. I think a wheelbarrow will really come in handy in an SHTF situation, not only if you don't have the gas to run your vehicle, your pickup truck, but also because it's very quiet. And if you're going to be moving dirt, whether it's for farming, gardening, or it's for defensive perimeter situations, a wheelbarrow is going to come in handy. Heck, you may find yourself bugging out and using this wheelbarrow. I know there's plenty of pictures of refugees during World War II along the roads of France and Poland, and they've got wheelbarrows. Now let me say this about a wheelbarrow. I don't know much, but I know I will never own another one-wheeled wheelbarrow. Once you've owned a two-wheeler, you ain't going back. They just make too much sense. Magnets. I got this from Harbor Freight for like $5, and I have used it quite often, whether it's for picking up nails after a spill or a project has been completed, or trying to fish something out of the water. How are you going to cut your grass in SHTF? Well, without making any jokes about putting mustard on my biscuits, you're going to use a sling blade. They still sell these, and they're a lot of work, but you know they work. You got to sharpen them. This one's not sharp, mainly because I don't use it. I just keep it. I don't want to use it because that's a lot of work, but I have it if I need to. And probably my favorite odd tool to have on hand is scaffolding. I bought 4 sets of scaffolding a few years back when I was roofing a house, and this stuff has paid for itself so many times over. Paid a little over $600 for 4 sets back, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Don't know what it would cost now, but just well worth it. I use it all the time for all kind of stuff, especially when you're working alone. Scaffolding may take a while to set up, but man, it makes working up high really easy. Whether it's working on your house, building a chicken house, cutting down tree limbs, there's just so many things. Changing out a light bulb and a security light. I really recommend scaffolding if you can get a hold of some. Sometimes the rental places will sell it because they're all going to those scissor lifts, and it's just a good thing to have. And then it's just a blessing to have, because then I can loan it to my good friends who can use it for something where they might have had to go and rent it. Anyway, scaffolding. I just love it.